Welcome to the world of whispering history, where the past meets deep tranquility. Did you know what it truly meant to be beautiful in the Middle Ages, even if the cosmetics were deadly? Have you ever heard the secret of the 10,000-man army known simply as the Immortals? Tonight, we delve into these quiet mysteries, from the strange standards of medieval beauty and the fierce legends of historical warrior women, all the way to the peaceful sounds of ancient music from Mesopotamia and beyond. Prepare for a restful historical journey designed to dim the lights of your mind and guide you towards sleep. To ensure you receive all of our future calming history tales, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And now, relax and enjoy the comforting silence of history. Welcome to a peaceful journey deep into the past. Tonight, we will uncover the intriguing and sometimes bizarre secrets of medieval beauty standards. Imagine this. In that distant era, paleness was not a sign of sickness. It was a powerful symbol of wealth and high social status. It was a silent announcement that the wearer was simply too rich and too important to ever see the sun, unlike the peasants laboring beneath its harsh rays. To achieve this coveted pallor, noblewomen, and sometimes men, turned to dangerous cosmetics. White lid powder was the favored choice, giving the skin that signature corpse chic glow, but slowly poisoning them in the process. Imagine also the use of vinegar for bleaching the skin, or a mixture of crushed pearls and egg whites to achieve that ultimate pale luminescence. Sometimes delicate blue veins were carefully painted onto the arms or chest, emphasizing a look of frailty and gentleness. And the eyebrows? They were plucked completely, sometimes with hair removed from the hairline to increase the length of the forehead, a feature considered a sign of intelligence and refinement. To do this, they used tweezers, or much more perilous mixtures like quicklime or arsenic. Long, flowing blonde hair. This was the ideal of beauty and virtue, often depicted on the Virgin Mary. To lighten their hair, they used saffron, chamomile, and even urine. Yes, urine. Yet, after marriage, the hairstyle changed completely, with hair having to be entirely concealed beneath a veil or headdress as a symbol of modesty. And the ideal physique? It was thin, delicate, soft, giving the distinct impression that the person was too gentle for any strenuous manual work. Another affirmation of nobility. Large, clear eyes were highly desired, while direct eye contact was often considered too bold, and a subtle tear was sometimes embraced as a sign of piety and sensitivity. This is a glimpse into the world of medieval beauty, a world full of contradictions and secrets, a world where beauty often came at a very high price. Let us now travel back over 2,000 years into the heart of the Achaemenid Empire to meet the most legendary and feared military unit in all of Persia, the Immortals. Established by Cyrus the Great, the secret to their name was not magic, but meticulous engineering. Their strength was rigorously maintained at precisely 10,000 men. The moment one fell, one was instantly replaced. This continuous replenishment created the powerful illusion that the unit itself could never perish, that it was truly immortal. Chosen from the Persian nobility and trained from a young age, their appearance was as striking as their reputation. They wore elaborate, brightly colored silks, often deep purple, contrasting sharply with their light metallic scale armor. They carried bows, short spears, and distinctive wicker shields. Their perfectly uniform and synchronized appearance was a powerful psychological weapon. They moved with discipline and versatility, serving not only as an elite infantry unit, but also as the personal royal guard to the king. Their legend reached its dramatic peak under King Darius I, and later faced its defining moment at the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BCE under Xerxes. There, Greek tactics proved that while the unit might be immortal in name, the individual warriors could certainly be defeated and bled. Yet, their true genius lay in the strict administrative system behind the scenes. A ready pool of highly trained reserves was always prepared to step into the ranks, ensuring the unit's absolute continuity, regardless of the cost in individual lives. The Immortals, a force of absolute discipline, a masterpiece of ancient logistics, and a symbol of power that never seemed to fade.
Close your eyes now as we honor the formidable women who defied history's expectations and took their place on the battlefield. The warrior women throughout history. Our journey begins on the vast, windy Eurasian steppes where the Scythian women rode. Archaeological evidence found in ancient burial mounds proves these nomadic warriors fought alongside men, their remains interred with bows, arrows, and swords. True equals on the steppes. We then journey to the 18th and 19th century West Africa, to the kingdom of Dahomey, home of the Agoji, or the Dahomey Amazons. This all-female regiment served as the king's royal guard and elite infantry, renowned for their intense training, courage, and chilling willingness to fight to the last breath. Across the globe, in Japan's late 12th century, we find Tomoe Gozen, a female samurai, or onabugeisha. She was described as a commander whose strength equaled that of 1,000 men, celebrated for her skill with both the bow and the curved sword. Travel now to ancient Britain in 60 AD, where Boudica, the flame-haired Celtic queen, led a fierce revolt that nearly brought the mighty Roman machine to its knees. Commanding her army from her chariot, she remains an enduring symbol of resistance. From the Mongol Empire comes Kutulun, the 13th century princess and great-great-granddaughter of Genghis Khan. She was not only a trusted military advisor, but also a legendary wrestler who vowed to marry only the man who could defeat her, winning thousands of horses from her defeated suitors. And who can forget Joan of Arc, the French peasant girl of the 15th century who, driven by claimed divine inspiration, led the French army to victory, changing the course of a war. Finally, we whisper the name of Lyudmila Pavlichenko, the Soviet sniper of World War II, tragically nicknamed Lady Death by the Germans. She recorded 309 confirmed kills, securing her place as the deadliest female sniper in all of recorded history. These are the women who fought not just for land or power, but for the right to stand and be remembered. Drift gently now as we embark on a soothing journey through time, exploring the enchanting sounds of ancient music and its remarkable instruments. Our melody begins in ancient Mesopotamia with the lyre, one of the world's oldest stringed instruments, over 4,500 years old. Discovered in the Sumerian city of Ur, this ornate instrument, often crowned with a bull's head, resonated through religious ceremonies and solemn funeral rites, its strings weaving tales of power and reverence. Next, to ancient Greece, we encounter the aulos. This double-piped reed instrument was not merely a tool for entertainment, it was a voice of drama, theatrical passion, and even military might. Associated with Dionysus, the god of ecstasy, the aulos was considered more primal and potent than the gentle lyre. Our journey continues to ancient China, home to the majestic guqin and guzheng zithers. The seven-stringed guqin was the instrument of scholars and philosophers, embodying moral harmony. Confucius himself played it. The multi-stringed guzheng, meanwhile, was cherished for storytelling and elegant entertainment. In ancient Egypt, music was deeply intertwined with the divine. The harp, evolving from a simple hunting bow, became a prominent instrument associated with the afterlife, and the sacred sistrum, a mystical rattle linked to the goddess Hathor, was wielded in temples to ward off evil spirits, its gentle jingle a spiritual safeguard. Across the continent, in ancient Africa, drums transcended mere instrumentation. They were a powerful means of communication. The most famous, the talking drum of West Africa, could mimic the tonal patterns of human speech, transmitting entire messages across vast distances between villages. High in the Andes, ancient civilizations focused on the haunting beauty of wind instruments. The most prominent was the panpipe, or siku, traditionally played in pairs. This unique style of pocketing represented the Andean concept of duality and balance, a perfect harmony of two parts. In ancient India, music was believed to be the very essence of creation, with the universe born from sound itself, the primordial Om. Instruments like the veena, a graceful stringed instrument, symbolized wisdom, often associated with the goddess Saraswati. Their rhythms, or tala, were complex, mathematical, and deeply linked to emotional states, or rasa. Finally, to Mesoamerica, where music was profoundly ritualistic, used to address the gods and during sacred sacrifices. The main instruments were the huehuetl, a tall, resonant drum, and the tianasti, a powerful slit drum that could speak the Aztec language, echoing through ancient temples. From grand temples to quiet reflections, ancient music was a universal language, connecting humanity to the divine, to history, and to each other.